Yes, if you're just joining, welcome to Stonks. This is the new and improved Stonks.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's gonna be exciting today. We're gonna do the first $1,000 giveaway on Stonks.
Yeah. Super exciting. Somebody's gonna win money.
Sign up and make a prediction. There's a big yellow button. Hit that button. And whatever the price is, we're gonna lock it in and then pay out $1,000 to the group of people who predict the closest. Welcome. There's no money. There's no prize to enter. Stonks.com. Make a prediction on to the right price. You win a share of $1,000. And everyone gets one free entry every single day. Get more free entries if you share your link. There's all sorts of ways you can earn free entries. You're going to win some money. It's like pretty much guaranteed. Like, because you can place a bet.
Come over, make a free account. Super easy. Super easy.
Tomorrow we could do crypto.
That could be interesting. That would be interesting. That could be interesting. Yeah, let's do it.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me. Oh,
Okay.
let's see the winners. We have winners.
We have winners.
Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, winners are up. Let's see. Noise. Shout out to all the winners. I mean, heck, let's go here. Coming in first place, $125.55. 55 cents. Right here, also coming in second place was coming in third place. Fourth place coming in fifth place with coming in sixth place with seventh place. $10,000 giveaway coming up. Shout out to the numbers that have continued being growing. Like even this in the chat right now, we have 424 people. You'll learn the game over time. You'll learn the game over time though. We'll see everybody tomorrow though. Peace out, chat. Peace out, chat.
All right, peace out, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So if you're just joining, welcome to Stonks. This is the new and improved Stonks.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's gonna be exciting today. We're gonna do the first $1,000 giveaway on Stonks.
Yeah. Super exciting. Somebody's gonna win money.
Sign up and make a prediction. There's a big yellow button. Hit that button. And whatever the price is, we're going to lock it in and then pay out $1,000 to the group of people who predict the closest. Welcome. There's no money. There's no price to enter. Stonks.com. Make a prediction to the right price. You win a share of $1,000. And everyone gets one free entry every single day. Get more free entries if you share your link. There's all sorts of ways you can earn free entries. You're going to win some money. It's like pretty much guaranteed. Like because you can place a bet.
Come over, make a free account. Super easy. Super easy.
Tomorrow we could do crypto.
That could be interesting. That would be interesting.
All right, we are on.
You know, it's like hard to follow that, or that audio is so dope. Shout out to was it Dreyer who did it? But yeah, it's hard to follow that audio up with anything else, right? feels so quiet. We're still missing Jason. He's still out sick, so he's gonna be back. Please give him your energy and your healing and your hugs. Hopefully he feels better the next few days, but he is getting better. Hopefully he can start joining us from next week. Dire Beats, thank you. Yeah, that intro audio is something. So we have an extra 0 today, Murthy, for the prize pool.
I know, right? And we have an extra 0 on the number of predictions.
I wonder if the two are correlated. Huh. I wonder if we end up getting to like 100K prize pools, at least on big days, if the number of predictions is gonna also get an extra 0.
Dude, that would be insane. Like, can you imagine $100,000 prize pool?
Fuck yeah.
I can imagine it. I want to do $1 million price pools. Go big or go home. If you're doing
Pay
startups,
for $1
might as
million.
well do them properly. We don't worry about who's going to pay for it. It's fine. The VCs will pay for it. Customers will pay for it. If they don't pay for it, VCs will pay for it. It's okay.
Yeah, welcome everyone in chat. Today is
Yeah.
a big day. Today is our biggest day ever by
Welcome,
a long.
welcome. We're gonna have a few more people joining later in a little bit. This is just warm up, but yeah. Ororash, welcome. If it's your first time, say hi in chat. Better yet, drop an emoji. Where your favorite emoji. My salad's not here today. I've been on call since morning, so I just haven't had. I'm slacking. So yeah, we're missing the salad today, Pyro. But I do have some other healthy snacks.
What the hell is that?
So these are water lily seeds with some with some jalapeno and cayenne pepper and sea salt.
Wow, that looks nice.
So welcome, Visual. I see a lot of new names here today in chat. Fairchild. Fairchild is actually also the name of the company that started all of Silicon Valley. Fairchild Semiconductor. I don't know if there's a connection there, but cool name. Trader Pad, Trust Fund Baby. A lot of the regulars are here. Hustle, Angry Buddha, Snaptrade Chris.
Frankie, yeah.
Frankie, welcome. Big day, big day today. Are you guys bullish or bearish?
See what the stonks indicator is saying, and let's see if the stonk indicator gets it right or wrong.
Indicator gets it right or wrong.
Oh, sorry. So, holy shit, we are at 22,000 prediction.
22,000 hype. Yeah. We should talk about SMCI today. I actually tried to buy a put, like just to have some fun with it. I'm like, I hang out too much with you guys. You're making me like trade more than I would. But anyway, I went in to put a buy order for a put on SMCI yesterday after we talked about it only being down 2%, right? I was like, it should be down 10% or 20 or 40. But the market had closed. I'm like, okay, maybe it'll execute when market opens. My broker is stupid, doesn't do after hours. And so market opens, it's down 22%, 24% today. And obviously the put order didn't go through because the pricing was like totally different. So I'm just like, God damn it.
Yeah.
There would have been a nice freebie. Did you buy? Did you go short SMCI, Murthy, yesterday?
No, it gets hard to trade honestly with just how busy we are, and so I've just given up trying to trade honestly. I want to, I just there is no time, and exactly um getting timing right, market close, market open, making sure the order actually executed. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to line it up. And I rather focus my time on making stonks better rather than trying to make myself. So yeah, focuses on stonks.
Well, if anyone wants to manage Murthy's money for him, I'm sure there's a few people here who wouldn't mind. But yeah, SMCAI is still down about 20%. Li Auto is also down about 20%.
So you know what happened with SMCI? After the report yesterday, they actually delayed their 10K because they said, oh, we have to fix our accounting or something like that. And the market freaked out because they're like, oh, that basically confirms the short report because they claimed there were irregularities in accounting.
Maybe. Also, I mean, they have to double check it. They have to take a few days or a week and just double check the accounting, right? Because any company would have to. If you don't, then you're lining up for even more lawsuits.
Yeah, but the thing is, these guys have already been busted for accounting irregularities in the past, so it's not their first time doing this. So I don't know.
Okay.
Once a scammer, always a scammer. in my mind.
Speaking of scammers, C-dubs, I hope you don't mind referred a bunch of sketchy people today. Hey, as long as they're people, they breathe and they have warm body, we'll take them.
And they're real. If they're fake,
They're
you might
real,
get
yeah. Yeah, if they're imaginary Minecraft friends, if I'm gonna get your tickets, it might get the account locked. But as long as they're real people, it's totally okay.
Yeah.
Um, they hired back someone they fired. Interesting. We should also take a look at this big move on Li Auto today, which is an EV maker in China. Murthy, you were pretty bearish on Chinese stocks because of lack of standards, reporting, accounting, and numbers could just be made up. We don't really know,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what. Maybe Chad can tell us what movement happened only, like what caused this. I mean, these are big companies. These are not micro caps, right? To see
Mm.
like a 20 billion or 30 billion dollar company lose 15, 20%, like it's massive. I think
Yeah, I think the earnings was today or yesterday,
okay,
so they probably dropped it overnight with Chinese hours.
interesting. Um, yeah, Tesla's been kind of around that 200 mark for a while now, so let's see what happens with Tesla.
I'm actually really bullish on Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla's probably a good buy right now, right? Given
Mm-hmm.
the inflection points that are coming.
Mm-hmm. That's because Elon runs sort of real tech businesses, and tech businesses are never a straight line up and to the right. It's
Yeah.
not sales driven. It's like you have to solve real physics and like real technical engineering problems. Always like flat line, inflection point, big jump. Flat line, inflection point, big jump.
Yeah.
So we're in that flat line phase of Tesla. It could be 3 months, 3 years. You don't know, but the fundamentally they're doing two things that are working. FSD 12.5. Murthy, you have 12.5 in your car, right?
Phenomenal.
Tell
Phenomenal.
people.
It is, I mean, it works, guys. It really does. I use it every day. I have my car parked right here outside, and I drove using FSD to work. There's only like two things I don't like about it. One is it's gotten smart enough where it doesn't let me text and drive anymore. So I'm not happy about that. I used to be able to put on sunglasses and like text, and so it's gotten smart enough where it catches me. So I don't like that. And
That's probably
then
a bad thing, that texting and driving.
sure, sure. And then the second thing I don't like is it when it sees a yellow light, it brakes quite hard. It doesn't try and run the yellow light. And I feel like the natural human behavior, the guy behind you is expecting you to run that yellow so he can run the yellow. And so that's a bit, if you're going to brake hard, the guy behind might hit you. So, and if you have dogs in the car, they're going to go flying. And so those are the only two things I don't like about FSD. But in actual like driving terms, phenomenal.
So it's still accelerating too hard, braking hard.
Yeah, it's braking too hard.
Okay. I'm sure that's like a lot easier to fix than learning how to drive.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll fix it in like some future
Yeah,
version.
compared to so the last 12.4 or 12.3, I can't remember. It was quite sketchy at stop signs, and they've really fixed the stop sign issue now, where it kind of does it more naturally as a human would. And so at least that part got fixed.
Yep, yep, yep. Um, the other thing that I'm bullish about for Tesla is their, believe it or not, their energy storage business, and that's on an upswing, not because of like residential solar or like the Solar City company they bought her. Um, they are actually deploying utility scale storage. Hi, Hassan, come on in. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay, we lost Ali there, guys. Let me share my screen. Nope, not that one. Okay, I'm gonna share some interesting bits of news here today that are unrelated to NVIDIA, but I think they're worth a shout out. So here, the first one, Ali, I'm going to share some videos that I think are worth watching.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
So this is the first one. This is the guy who's the CFO of Apple, and I just thought that this was inspirational.
Group of two people.
Can you hear the audio
Which
coming
is
from my
$230 billion
laptop?
of cash.
Or is it okay? Audio's working. Yep. Okay.
Well, it was working. I just okay. There we go.
But
Start it again,
we
and then
run
the
the
audio's
company
working.
very
Yeah, I don't know how to start
I
it
tell
again.
my guys in finance, I don't want
Here we go.
very lean. I tell my guys in finance, I don't want you guys to ever benchmark anybody else because you can only get bad ideas. We run the finances of Apple with about half the size of some of the companies that I worked for before. They were like a tenth the size of Apple, right? I have an investor relations group of two people. I have the group that manages $230 billion of cash is a group of 7. I know when I look at my counterparts in other large companies, they got multiples of those resources, but we really believe that we run the company very lean. I tell my guys in finance, I don't want you guys to ever benchmark anybody else because you can only get bad ideas. We run the finances of Apple with about half the size of some of the companies that I worked for before. They were like a tenth the size of Apple, right?
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting that like Apple's finance division is run by 7 people. Now this is not all of finance, right? This sounds like the people who do investor relations and treasury management and the CFO's office. So, but I mean,
That's cool.
that's crazy. That's mad respect.
Yeah. It's a competency for a change. Let's go. We see so much shit not being done well. It's nice to see,
Yeah.
some competency working.
Now, the opposite of competency. Let me introduce you to Exhibit 2 today.
You got some good layups here for us today.
All right, here is Exhibit 2.
All the revenue that comes in from these unrealized gains taxes and the other taxes in the Harris plan
Is the sound
are
coming
going to
through?
go to creating what she calls more opportunity. It's to make sure that every newborn born in this country gets 6,000.
Okay, never mind.
It is just it's sort of double. Just make sure it's not playing on stonks or like some other, like if you have the video stream also on, both on StreamYard and stonks. So
Yeah, 1 second. Let's. Let me
but the
try.
audio is coming through. Your tab is sharing audio. I can see the
Okay.
the things. If you just play, it should work.
Okay. Let's see. Selected. Okay, let's try this again.
From these unrealized gains taxes and the other taxes in the Harris plan are going to go to creating what she calls more opportunity. It's to make sure that every newborn born in this country gets $6,000.
Okay, never mind. Anyways, I'll do a proper setup later. But point is, this guy who's apparently tax advisor or something on the Harris campaign went on CNBC today and tried to defend the 25% tax on unrealized capital gains. And he just got like laughed out of CNBC. This guy like sat there with a straight face, and then, okay, let me try miking. Okay, let's see if this works.
Going to go to creating what she calls more opportunity. It's to make sure that every newborn born in this country gets $6,000.
Using the services.
Well, look, you're arguing that this is some sort of foreign concept that's completely unknown in the U.S. tax code.
It's probably unconstitutional. It's probably, and it was never in anyone's intent to tax.
It's not an income tax.
And sure, and all the revenue that comes in from these unrealized gains taxes and the other taxes in the Harris plan are going to go to creating what she calls more opportunity. It's to make sure that every newborn born in this country gets $6,000.
Using the services.
Well, look, you're arguing that this is some sort of foreign concept that's completely unknown in the U.S. tax code.
It's probably unconstitutional. It's probably, and it was never in anyone's intent to
It's not income.
tax.
It's not an income tax,
and
if
it's
you're
never going to
taxing unrealized
happen.
gain.
Probably. Not well. I'm not going to say my lifetime.
I wouldn't say that.
Not in Becky's lifetime.
And sure, and all the revenue that comes in from these unrealized gains taxes and the other taxes in the Harris plan are going to go to creating what she calls more opportunity. It's to make sure that
it's not
every newborn.
I think it's just looping. Okay, so they're doubling down. This is real, huh?
This is real.
Some people thought. So funny thing, there's a guy on the newsletter who just got so pissed off at me last week when I put this tax plan in our newsletter. Right, I write the newsletter. This guy like, I'm gonna unsubscribe because you didn't talk about two sides of the issue and you didn't talk about the fine print. This only applies to like super rich people over 100 million net worth. It doesn't do this, doesn't do that, and blah blah blah. It's not even confirmed yet. People are just saying it's like an idea. And this guy unsubscribed. I'm like, okay, fine. But it's real. They're doubling down on it.
Yeah, they're doubling down on it. And, of course, they'll start off with 100 million, and then the year after that, it'll go down to 10 million, then it'll go down to 1 million, and then soon it'll be for everyone.
Just like how the income tax started at like 1% or less than 1%.
Yeah.
Back in 20s or 1930s, something like that. And now we are where we are today at like all sorts of taxes. But it's ridiculous. I mean, this is not a red versus blue issue. This is common sense, bipartisan, like, we're all just going to move to Canada, right? Or Singapore. Singapore is the best run country in the world.
It is actually.
Bar none.
Yeah.
Let's just all move to Singapore.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. A lot of people lean left and think it's a stupid idea, and I'm with you there, Fairchild. So, I mean, it's going to destroy the stock market if they actually do this, because you're going to have to sell to realize your gains every year. So it's going to kill long-term investing.
It'll be so easy to buy puts and print money because December 31st, everyone is going to sell everything. To lock in whatever the gain, so they can actually pay their taxes.
Yeah.
And there are going to be no long-term shareholders of anything.
Yeah.
So on the stock market, this is easy to do. But imagine what do you do with illiquid assets, right? What do you do with like in-between assets like real estate? You can't like sell your real estate every year and then buy it back like Jan 1st, right? Yeah. It takes 3 months, 6 months to buy or sell property. There's like a 5 to 10% commission, plus like staging, moving in, moving out costs. You lose a month or anyway. And then what about completely illiquid assets, right? PE fund LPs, which are typically locked in for 5 years, venture funds, which are typically locked in for 12 years, startup founders who are basically locked in until the thing exits, into startup employees as well. Do they have to to 1,000 people in like a company like SpaceX or Stripe, who might be millionaires on paper, have to like pay this, right? Unrealized tax when their bank account might be at 10 grand, but they have like so much paper wealth, but they can't actually pay any of it because they can't sell the stock even if they wanted to.
Yeah, because the stock is illiquid. Yeah, I mean, you can't solve this. This is
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll pass. I think it's just one of those ridiculous ideas that gets people really excited because, there's this whole camp of people that are like, eat the rich, right? Like just tax the billionaires, eat the rich. And that's how we all make progress and get better. So it's sort of pandering to them. I think this will have like a million challenges, but but if the other parts of the tax plan goes through, because this is the one that's getting so much attention, the other stuff is like pretty bad too, right? Corporate tax rate goes up, capital gains goes up. It's going to be almost as bad as Canada. I was there and somebody's telling me the cap gains rate went up to like it's 60% now, 50, 60, 56%, something. It's like north of 50.
Yeah, Trader Brad, you're Canadian, right? Tell us how bad it is in Canada.
Taxes suck here, yeah. Singapore is at, I think, 15%, right?
Give or take, yeah.
Singapore taxes 15 to 20%. All in, right? All in.
Mm-hmm.
Not some of this like pay here, pay Medicare, pay Social Security, pay this, pay that, pay state taxes, pay federal.
And Singapore is not the only country, right? Like Dubai has done really well in the last 20 years by being basically a zero tax haven. Like Dubai's done incredible. I mean, Dubai literally used to be like, nothing 20 years ago. Now look
You
at
do like a before and after. Let me pull up a picture.
Dubai before and after.
Okay, hold on.
No, Dubai has 0% income tax. They have like, I think they put like a sales tax now, like a relatively small amount of sales tax. But no, Dubai has no income tax. They charge like a little bit if you want to have a company, like a flat tax, just kind of like a registration fee, like the BVI would do. But no, there's no tax. And Dubai is not the only country. Like Ireland did like really low taxes, and so there's so many examples of countries that basically go, we're gonna lower taxes, and just growth goes crazy.
So this is Dubai 1980.
Nice.
And then this is what no taxes get you. This is Dubai today. Right? I mean, whatever picture you look at, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. The flooding pictures are cool because they actually they're so rich, they like manufactured artificial rain, and I guess they got the calculations wrong, and so they just and the city is just not used to rain, and so much rain fell that like flooded the city for a few days. So that was interesting.
Darks, welcome. If you guys are new here, welcome to Stonks. There's probably a lot of new people here today, here for the NVIDIA $10,000 prize pool. Welcome. This is pretty easy to play. Murthy, you want to do a screen share? I can talk through.
Sure.
Where did you hear about Stonks? Was it Twitter, YouTube, friend, Twitch, someone else's channel?
Yeah,
if you're new here today,
on Stonks.
Yeah. Cool. That's the site. So when you click on NVIDIA, you come into this game. We do a daily game with daily giveaways. On special days like big earnings calls like NVIDIA, we do a larger prize pool, 10,000, but it's at least $1,000 every single day, Monday through Friday, while markets are open. Some days we do crypto if there's not like a great earnings call that day. So far, people have won thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars since we've been doing this. And it's pretty easy. It's completely free to play. You need a ticket to put in a price prediction. You put in the price prediction before markets close, which is going to be about 30 minutes for NVIDIA. And then we sit for 30 minutes. And at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, whatever the after hours price is on TradingView and Yahoo Finance is the price we're going to use to determine winners. The closer you are to the price, the more money you can win. If you're exact, you're probably in contention for top spot. If multiple people predict the exact closing price down to the cent, then earlier predictions, there's a tiebreaker, and earlier predictions get priority. So somebody who bought it, who predicted 2 hours ago versus 2 minutes ago, sort of thing. That's the high level. And it's completely free to play. Come hang out, test your investing skills and knowledge every day. If you've lost money in investing, maybe this is how you make some of it back without putting more capital at risk. But we're essentially building a community of people who like to invest and learn about investing and manage their own money. How did I do versus Jason Murthy?
You did great. You You're doing great. Yeah, we have a bunch of people that I've heard from Trader TV Live, from Wolf Financial, Hot Trades. Yeah, it's been a very busy day today. I think we've had thousands of new users sign up. We're at almost 23,000 predictions. Just to give you like a comparison, like a week ago, this was at 2,000 predictions, and that was like an all-time high. And it's literally
the week before that we were like 300 prediction, 400 a day.
Yeah. So it's exponential, which is fun. It's getting there. Yeah, and just today is the last day, guys. If you want to earn tickets, if you share your link, so your link is right here.
Sorry, shout out really quickly. Stock Slut is here. Ryan is here. Hey, Ryan. Welcome.
Ryan, you should join the StreamYard. I emailed you a link. It's in your email. So if you click here, refer a friend, and copy this link, just for today, when people sign up, you will get 25 free entries. Goes back to 5 tomorrow. So today's the last day to do this, guys. It's super easy. Just click here, refer a friend. So this little icon here, get your link here. You can also get your link over here. Yeah, that's Stonks. Welcome to the thousands of new people today who have joined.
Well, there we go.
There's Ryan.
I think after Trust Fund Baby, this screen name might be in running for like the best name ever.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, guys.
Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, coming in loud and clear.
Stock Slut, love it. Best username. Sweet. Ryan, you want to give people a quick intro on yourself? People love to learn more.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been kind of in the finance game since 2001, and I'm just looking forward to kind of learning more about stocks and what Murdy and Ali have going, and hopefully we can help each other here in the future. And I do a lot of private equity stuff and also stuff with publicly traded companies.
Ryan is very humble. Ryan literally helps companies raise tens of millions of dollars, public and private companies. And he's been involved with a number of public companies and getting a bunch of private companies off the ground. And he's a surfer.
Yeah, I'm a surfer, that's right.
We got a little surfer group going here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Ryan, we're at 20.
Who's a better surfer, you think, Ryan or Murty?
We'll find out.
What?
We'll find out soon.
Ryan. He grew up surfing. I'm like a late boomer in life. I'm like the 29-year-old who said, I'm having a midlife crisis and I'm going to go surfing. So, yeah.
I think when I had with the other screen up and I had a little echo, so I shut that down.
Yep. Yeah, you're doing it right. We're not hearing any echo. Cool. So what any thoughts on NVIDIA, Ryan? Are you thumbs up, thumbs down on this earnings? Big day today. The whole stock market, all of AI is watching.
I think they'll beat their estimate. We're working with one company in the space, and they're selling. I mean, they can't get enough of the NVIDIA. So, I mean, if they can manufacture it, they're going to beat earnings if they can keep up with the demand, you know?
Okay. You're a beat topic. Welcome back.
Hey. How's it going, guys?
Good. Big day today. Big thumbs up, thumbs down. NVIDIA.
Okay, so I'll just say this. I took my profits from ASTS and MicroStrategy, and I basically put them all on NVIDIA calls. So, it goes down. Well, we don't really lose, but I just don't think. I think I think they're going to beat earnings. I think they are. I don't know. I'm optimistic about it. This is definitely a gamble. This is one of the bigger gambles I've taken this year. But it's if I said I'd do it for only the money and not the thrill, I'd be lying. So screw me.
He's a gambler.
Yeah, this is financial entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm. It's good discussion, not financial advice.
Exactly. Not financial advice. Not an advisor. Take everything we say with a grain of salt. Yada yada yada.
But it's honest. We're keeping
honest
it real.
advice, not financial. Yeah, that was the one, Murthy. Honest advice, not financial.
Yeah.
How are we all feeling about it?
So according to Stonks, we're at 64% bull, 36% bear across about 24,000 predictions today.
At
And
least I won't be
so,
alone.
I think, but I think if you look at the predictions, most of these came yesterday. At least half of them came yesterday, and they were significantly more bull than bear. And so I think it might be interesting to look at predictions in the last hour and how that sentiment is going. I think Stonks is probably 50-50. I think you look at more recent predictions, so it's a toss-up. Yeah.
I mean, like when you look at their prior earnings, always beating them, in the last 4 quarters, and with a lot of people weighing in their opinions of our economy rests on this earnings call, and you also look at a company like NVIDIA, like I say, new kid on the block, biggest kid on the block, too big to fail. This and also looking at the technicals, like there's actually I don't even know why I said that, because there's so many different signals that are going off right now, long term and short term. But I already said I was in on calls, so I'm going to pay attention to the bullish signals. Anyways, it looks like a pennant is being formed right now. I think a breakout is very possible. Getting out of that. But if not, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Start from square one again. Like that's never happened before to any of us. That's we are high on hopium today. We are high
hopium. Yeah, for what it's worth, I don't. The EPS, I think consensus is what, 59 cents, 64. I'm seeing 2 numbers. Does anyone know what the
I thought
right
it was
number?
65.
65. Okay, yeah, that might be right. Yeah, this thing I'm looking on says 64, 65. I don't think. Yeah, it's going to be there, Murthy. See if you can click. Yeah, there we go. Expected. 57. It's like a little. I saw a 59 somewhere.
I saw it yesterday at 65. I think
Okay.
Googled it.
But if you look at the last 5-6 quarters, right, NVIDIA has consistently beat estimates, right? So you look at that little graph at the bottom, Murthy, if you want to scroll down just a little bit, and on revenue, the difference is starting to close between estimate and actual. But I don't think Amazon and Meta and X and other large buyers of H100s have stopped buying yet. I don't think that market is quite tapped out yet, and because we're looking at the last 3 months, right? We're still rear view mirror with these earnings. We may get there next year, but I don't think demand's going to fall off a cliff or anything today. So bullish, slight beat.
I mean, bullish, bearish, whatever it is. This also goes under that, wise advice and not financial advice kind of category. It's like, do your due diligence, and most importantly, position sizing. It's like, that's the thing I preach the biggest. It's like, don't be afraid to take multiple micro losses, but that one good trend, it pays for them all. That's, I don't know. Maybe that's why I like derivatives so much. You can make significantly more than what you can lose, but position sizing. So if we take an L today, I will sleep just fine.
Yeah. So whoever wins today, guys, is going to be number one on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's
predictions? Oh boy. All right.
So it's a 10K price, but what's first place today?
So it'll be 10 times whatever it was. So it'll be 1250. So it'll be, you'll get number one on the leaderboard, I think, if you win today.
Oh man.
Yeah. And some people win multiple times, right? Like I remember there were a few games where like one person had 12 winning tickets because they were all in the money, and then they took like second and fourth and eighth, and so it's possible to win more than that, right?
Yeah, this is the Stonks calendar, by the way, for everyone who's new here today, since we've had thousands of new people sign up today. Stonks actually has one of the best earnings calendars in the business, I think. So you just click this little icon here. And so these are all the large cap companies reporting. So NVIDIA's Wednesday today, but here are the companies that reported before open, during market, and after close. So it's a really busy day today. Salesforce is reporting, CrowdStrike is reporting, HP. I mean, it's a busy day. And then you can click on any of these companies. So let's say we click on NVIDIA, and now you can dive deep. So you've got your EPS estimates, revenue estimates. When the next earnings event, you've got revenue, EPS, but you can actually listen to the earnings themselves, the audio.
Click on box, which was yesterday. You can actually show the earnings call and the transcription, the live AI transcription that happens right there.
Sure, yeah. So this was yesterday, guys. So Q2 2025, which is their fiscal year. And yeah, you can probably, hopefully the audio is coming through. You're muted, Ali. Okay.
We're not seeing your tab. It's sharing some other tab. Okay,
sorry.
There we go.
Phones have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise.
And so yeah, you can actually listen to the entire earnings calls. So this was yesterday.
To ask a question during that time, simply press
you can increase the speed if you want.
If you would like to and I would
you
now
can
like
also
to turn
just
the conference.
go ahead.
Good afternoon. Our webcast will be audio only.
Read the actual.
And our expectations
and you can also see the slides here. So these are the actual slides. And it's all there. So you don't have to go sign up to 10 different systems and, sign up for webinars and download and listen to earnings calls. That's a quick demo of the Stonks earnings calendar. It's not just a calendar. It has the actual audio, the slides, everything built in. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh man, I'm placing these predictions carefully. I mean, what does it really matter? How many predictions are like 23,000? Did it say?
Yeah. Yeah. And the price pool is also 10x, right? So there is a lot more cash to go around. But topic we talked about this a little bit last time. Like you're bullish on the derivative side, right? Like you got to trade on the bullish side.
Honestly, like with my trading strategy, I really like to implement as much like long short equity as trading strategy as possible. Like I like to go 50-50, like split down the middle as much as it gets. I mean, yeah,
what is that called? Straddle, iron collar, like they have names for these things, right?
I mean, well, straddles. I mean, you could essentially do like long and short strat, like what you just said. Like I think like long short equity is different than straddles.
I don't know. I don't know how options work.
I don't know.
I don't know how options work at all. I was just curious.
I mean, I do like straddles a lot. I'd like to get into more short straddles, but I'm more adept with like long straddles. Just because, like, if you have something like crazy volatile, like I would say, not financial advice, but like NVIDIA earnings calls, I feel like would be one of the more ideal times for like a long straddle, as to where you purchase a long call and a long put at the same time, and all you have to do is surpass, both premiums in whichever direction the stock price goes in order to profit. And vice versa for like if you're selling a straddle, you're earning the premium, and you kind of want the stock to stay more stagnant. The more, and the price, like the more premium you would make that way. But like long short equity, like I mean, it's really just and my take on like to simplify it in my words, anyways, is like you buy calls and what you think is an undervalued stock, and then you purchase puts and what you think is an overvalued stock. And if like market direction takes every single position you have in a certain direction, well, the idea of it is like you're kind of winning on, like let's say like S&P continues to rise, and you're really like 50-50 on your long and short, or like call and put. Then like the calls are obviously going to make money, and then you're going to lose on the puts. But the nice thing about like the options contracts, though, is like you keep winning on your calls, but you can only lose so much on your puts. And so like that's that's kind of like my ideal like trading strategy when it comes to the derivatives. I feel like I kind of went off on a tangent there a little bit, but
Hey, chat came up with a bunch of new trading strategies. There is the iron butterfly condor straddle. There's the strike of the short option long board. I feel like that's a surfing analogy in there somewhere. Short board, long board.
There's the dog picker from Trader. That's my strategy, the dog picker.
Dog picker. Banana squeeze option play. There's the downward monkey in an iron condor. I mean, these names are great. I have no idea what's going on, but keep them coming.
So maybe we should cover a few other folks, because they're also reporting earnings today, and I feel like it's like super interesting.
Trust fund, baby, you poor thing. I get into straddles, the stock does nothing, and I lose. Hey, maybe not advice, but maybe look into the short straddles. Just earn those premiums. I like covered calls a lot too. You just gotta find those slow growth stocks.
All right, guys, let's talk about CrowdStrike. I'm dying to talk about CrowdStrike. I just doubled my position this morning into CrowdStrike.
Ooh, holy moly! Okay, why earnings? What?
Yeah, so CrowdStrike is reporting earnings today. They actually did a press release with NVIDIA yesterday that, I don't know, they're doing some AI. Isn't everyone doing some AI mumbo jumbo? So, but CrowdStrike's interesting, right? They took down the internet a few weeks ago, and they've suffered since then. So let me pull up the stock price here.
No, they haven't suffered a whole lot.
Yeah, so this is their sort of year-to-date graph, right?
I mean, since the incident, they haven't suffered a lot.
Yeah.
Since July 16th, or 15th, they've suffered quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, this is a company growing 30% year on year compared to the competitor, Palo Alto Networks, that reported last week, I think, or a week ago, something. And Palo Alto Networks reported 12% growth, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And they were up 8 to 10%. So I don't know what's going to happen with CrowdStrike, but I think this is one to watch today as well. This is honestly, I'm more excited about CrowdStrike than NVIDIA. I know everyone's excited about NVIDIA because we have a price pool going, but this has more of a variation of which way it could go. I think NVIDIA is going to be mostly flat. At least that's my prediction. So.
Well, let me see. A little double bottom on the daily forming, perhaps.
Murthy, can you open up box right there on the right?
Sure.
We covered it yesterday, and hey, welcome, advice guy, free advice guy. Welcome to the stream.
Oops.
Welcome. This is pop today. We looked at this yesterday, and it's up 10% today.
Yeah.
On like very lackluster incremental earnings. I think they had an EPS beat of 10% yesterday, but like it was very like revenues were up like 6% on an annual basis or something. Basically flat.
Yeah. So NVIDIA, yeah, okay. Box is so interesting, right? Because it's like, I mean, we spent a lot of time talking about this yesterday, but they're sort of in no man's land, and so yeah, it'll go up 10%, but like, I don't know. This would be a hard company to get excited about long term.
Welcome to the stream, Free Advice Guy. Can you hear us? Audio's good.
I can't hear you through StreamYard, but I can hear it through the stream.
Okay. Well, somewhat working, I guess. There's a stream delay. Welcome to the stream. How are you feeling about today's earnings?
I'm excited to be part of the this excitement to see 24,000 plus predictions so far, and to see, I think the site is going to have a wonderful impact on people too. They can learn what they know and learn what they don't know, and kind of the excitement of the stock market, and really get into it.
Yeah. By the way, give Luke a follow. Check out his channel, guys. Free Advice Guy. Same topic. Give them a follow if you haven't already. They're pretty cool. And Luke has been streaming regularly this week, right? Pretty regularly.
Yeah, I stream about 5-6 days a week. We'll see about the weekends. I don't know how much traction there will be on the weekends, but yeah, I've been here a little over a week now, I think.
Nice.
And I promise you, I plan to do the same thing next week too. You need to talk to Jason. Really get adept with the channel and everything. So much to talk about and such little knowledge of how to navigate through the platform. My own fault though. Doing so much analysis.
So that's hard. I know those iron condor downward monkey straddles are.
Yeah, man, I tell you what.
Just a little bit about Luke. I remember joining one of your streams this past week, and did you mention that you used to work at Vanguard, like before you became a creator?
Yes. So I worked at Vanguard for 13 years. I worked in multiple different capacities. Most recently, I was a high net worth advisor manager. I myself had been a financial advisor in the past as well. I'm a certified financial planner professional, certificate, or however you want to look at that, since 2014. So I became a content creator to fill a space that I don't think is being filled right now, an actual certified financial advisor fiduciary trying to help the masses and get advice out to everybody.
That's amazing. And I think you're directionally spot on. It feels like more people get ideas and tips and like learn an education about markets from content creators rather than their financial advisors, even if they have a financial advisor.
It's true. I think the other issue too is a lot of financial advisors want to charge you in one of three ways. They want to manage your assets, so you have to have a certain amount for them to even want to talk to you. They want to charge you an hourly rate, which some people can't afford, $150 to $450 per hour, or they want to charge you a large flat fee, in the thousands of dollars to do one thing for you. And I want to kind of do it on their terms. So if they just want to chat and stay anonymous, they can. If they want to join a bigger community and actually have discussions on stream. But I want to build a collaborative community where we all work together, share our wins, share our losses, and help everybody reach their financial goals. But there's no financial incentive for traditional advisors to do something like that.
Yeah, the incentive structures are all messed up. Like just how advisors and the money management industry in general gets paid is not aligned with individual investors. And frankly, this is one of our goals here at Stonks is like get a lot of people together talking, discussing, sharing what they're doing, and to learn from each other, right? There's so many things I think we learn from like an open discussion and debate, and um, sometimes this works, sometimes that works, and the goal is we all level up together by doing that. We all become more educated, become more mindful, and do less stupid things.
Less stupid things. That should be the song. Let's do less stupid things. So, guys, we have 3 minutes left, and if you look at the entry, like it is just like we're getting 5 entries every second at this point. I mean, this is crazy.
Go 25K. We hit 25K.
Oh, we're gonna reach 25K. Yes.
Yeah. So Shaban FX, good you brought it up. So we actually had a bug in the payout yesterday, because we fat fingered it. Long story short, we paid out yesterday's price 3 times instead of once. So we paid out $3,000 yesterday by mistake. Yesterday, instead, so whatever you won yesterday was multiplied 3 times because we pressed the button 3 times in our admin panel. And because we're nice, we didn't undo it. So we just said it's okay. It was our mistake, so people can keep it. So yes,
use it as a tax write-off.
It is a business expense. So yes, yesterday we're not going to press the button 3 times today, Oliver. That is not going to happen.
Yeah, please today. There's a few more zeros today, so whoever's doing that, easy on the taps there.
All right, William, just once today. Yeah, so you're right, Shaban FX. You did get paid 3 times yesterday, and so initially we thought there was a security issue. I'm like, what happened? And then we looked into it, and we realized it was as simple as we fat fingered the button. So, yeah.
1 minute. Scroll down, hit the big yellow make prediction button.
Victor's in the house. Hey, Victor.
Made it.
Hey, welcome back.
I'm all jacked up and ready to go here.
This is great.
Everyone's 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Oh my God, look at how fast this is moving. This is 25,000 predictions.
Woo!
It's unreal how fast this is moving.
I this is a crazy idea, but
like this is orgasmic. This is orgasmic.
It feels like the stock exchange here on the left here.
As a startup founder, this is what you want to hope for. You want to hope for activity that is like every second there's like 10 clicks.
Yeah, there we go.
Dude.
You can click as many times as you want. We
don't go that way. Don't go that way, NVIDIA. Come on now. Don't do that.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Entries are closed.
Entries are closed. Now we can
25,660 entries, guys. Holy fucking shit. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Oh, come on.
It's legendary.
Do me right, NVIDIA. Do me right. I need a cigarette right now, and I haven't smoked in years.
It's funny, topic. Somebody in the chat was asking, like, how many edibles this topic had today?
How many? See, I guess you know what. That's just gonna be. Oh, funny story. Actually, I went to this Italian deli for the first time today. And I was just there. I live in a college town. There's a couple college kids that come in. This guy, his name's Habibi. I'm kidding. His name is Habibi. That is the coolest name I've heard all 2024, right? And he gives me this like he's just cutting up some prosciutto, some gabagool, whatever you call it now. And I sort of I eat some of that, and that changed my state of that altered my state of consciousness for like a good 45 minutes. And I was like, what the hell was in that thing? And no, I swear, I got high off of cured meats before I got high off of weed, but I know chat's not going to believe it. But I just thought I'd throw that out there. I definitely planned on sharing my experience with that anyways today, as fried of a story as that is. But yeah, no, about that cigarette though. Come on, NVIDIA. Oh my gosh, I don't have the stomach for this. I don't have the stomach for it.
Well, this will get better over the next 28 minutes. We're gonna love seeing Topic's reaction here.
I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, yes, a bit of squirming in the chair, but we will see. This is great. The stakes are higher today. But it's amazing having all of you guys here. There's so much more energy when more people are on the stream. So thank you for joining, Victor, Luke, Topic. I have a crazy idea. Didn't see this one, so we may end up doing this at some point. But it's cool to have 5 people. What if there's a few thousand people on stocks watching, right? What if people could hit a button on the browser, just on the website or in the app, and just join this discussion with us, right? And obviously raise their hand, kind of like Twitter Spaces, right? Raise your hand so you can come on stage and speak. What if that was built in, and instead of 5, you had like 30 people here?
I have an opinion on that. I see a lot of ever since I got this opportunity to be with you guys, I kind of studied the live streamer a little bit, and there's a lot of trolls out there. I just want to throw that out there. There's a lot of trolls out there, and their choice of words can be morally questionable at times. It's just something to weigh in and consider. That's all I'll leave it at. I mean, entertaining to say the least, but there, I put in my 2 cents.
Cool.
12%.
So, I think yesterday we were talking about, how you could see how people are placing their predictions on the price, and you could see bull versus bear. I used that today, and I had the good fortune of looking at it when NVIDIA was at its lowest point, and I could see that it's still 64% bull, 36% bear. So I closed a portion of my short on NVIDIA, and because I was like, all right, I got to use the data. So
I don't know. I think you might be on the hopium with me though. So I don't. Okay, come on, just come on.
So what are you hoping for? Are you hoping for it to rise? Are you expecting it to rise or drop?
I'd like to see it go above 140
today.
If not by the end of the week. I'm not gonna lie. I took some profits earlier this week. Bought some NVIDIA calls that expire on Friday. I said, why the hell not? Live fast, die hard, whatever the saying is. And worst case scenario, those options expire at 0. We live to fight another day. But what's life without a little gamble, a little risk?
We're gonna have to wait a little bit more.
Get some seasoning on that portfolio. You know what I'm saying? I'm 26 years old, for fuck's sake.
A little Tabasco, spice it up.
Yeah, exactly. Throw yourself a curveball, man. I mean, maybe you got you and your wife's, retirement fund on it. Maybe not, but I'm young and dumb. Come on.
All right, guys, we got some movement happening. Not on NVIDIA, but CrowdStrike.
How is CrowdStrike's after hours more volatile than NVIDIA's?
NVIDIA, I think, is going to drop in about 15 minutes, so we have 15 minutes to wait. But CrowdStrike, I think, has dropped. And
you mean earnings have dropped? Okay.
Earnings. He's hitting the stock.
Topic's I can breathe again.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we're up 4% for CrowdStrike. Let's see how this trends.
Oh, cool. Did they beat what? Let me pull. You want me
See
to
if
pull
you
it
can
up?
see if you can find their earnings.
If NVIDIA gets above 135, I'll live stream from Nashville, Tennessee on Friday.
There we go.
Yeah, CrowdStrike big up 3%. Vaughn, I need to see a 10% on CrowdStrike. I need to buy a plane. Somebody's gonna pay for my plane.
If NVIDIA is if NVIDIA isn't pretty limp, if it moves more than 5% in either direction, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups
10 push-ups
right now.
Okay.
Right now, I'm completely out of the money on all my bids with the NVIDIA stock price.
Yeah, it's basically flat right now. I mean, they haven't dropped earnings, but yeah, it's totally flat.
Okay, Murthy, I have CrowdStrike earnings. I can share
Pull it up.
with you
I'm
while
gonna
we're
run for the
waiting.
rest, and I'll be back.
Okay. So if you were in on CrowdStrike, ARR, which is annual recurring revenue, grew 32% year on year. That's pretty good growth rate.
Yeah.
3.86 billion, added 218 million in net new ARR. That's really strong. Grew GAAP net income. I always like it. I appreciate it when companies put this in the headline rather than some bullshit like adjusted, funny money net income numbers. So GAAP, it's always good to have this as sort of a reference. Grew 5x year over year. Non-GAAP also grew. Record Q2 operating cash flows. Okay, so they're cash flow positive, they're positive, and revenues growing 32. I mean, hit all three high notes.
That's a pretty good report.
Yeah.
What drove it down today during normal hours?
Not sure. Might be expectations versus reality type of situation, Because people are still a little scared of like, hey, they took down the world a few weeks ago, and this is cool. Good on you, CrowdStrike. NVIDIA just needs to do this.
I needed a therapy animal for this.
Oh,
a support animal.
Yep.
Can we have the cat fix stocks?
Here's my little support animal right here.
I like that one too.
This is great. That's cool too.
I'll have to pet him and okay.
Yeah. This is gonna turn into a thing, Victor, where like if you pet him 3 times, the market goes up. If you forget to do that, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
3 times on the dot, no less, no more.
Luke, how do you feel about all this? What's your investing style?
I believe it's very difficult to find a needle in a haystack, so I buy the whole haystack. I'm not a day trader. I don't think I own a single individual stock, but I still enjoy talking about stocks and how they play into somebody's overall investment goals. So being a part of Stonks has actually helped my education and learning what people think. I have people in my chat educating me all the time on the trades they make and why they make them. And I listen to Victor and Pratt and a few of the other guys, and it's increasing my wealth of knowledge, and it's been very enjoyable. I can't get into the excitement here because it was either earlier this week or last week. One of the stocks you guys were doing a call on beat earnings per share and revenue and tanked in after hours, and my brain doesn't compute that. That doesn't logically make sense to me. So day trading would give me even more gray in my beard, and I've got enough already.
I appreciate that. One of the things you talked about earlier this week is like buy and hold, buy and forget, right? And certainly different. There's it's funny. There's one of those streams where like the support animals are out. Murthy, are your support animals joining us today? You're muted, by the way, Murthy.
Sorry, now my support animals are at home. I'm gonna go feed them after the stream. Yeah, I mean the big trade I did was CrowdStrike, and that seems to have paid off. I mean, not a lot, 3%, but whatever. It's better than zero.
And since we're on that topic, we talk about this almost every day on stream. I pull up a list of stocks and how they've performed. If I were to look at individual stocks, and I'm not telling anyone to do this, this is not advice, but I like to look at the losers. So if you look at the ones that are down big numbers for the day, or they're at 52-week lows or more, if I were to look at individual stocks, those are the ones that excite me. Because especially if it's for irrational reasons and you got a good long-term outlook on that company, but you never know, a company could cease to exist.
And we talked about Super Micro yesterday, and man, did they have a hellish day today.
What a missed opportunity.
I actually put in an order to buy puts on Super Micro yesterday, and then I put the order in. I come back to the stream. I kind of like forgot because we were talking on stream. I was like, this thing should be down like 10, 20, 30%. It was down 2% yesterday. So I put in the order to buy.
Broke yesterday.
Yeah, and I was like, it should be down a lot more. But this, my stupid brokerage doesn't do after hours trading, and so the thing didn't go through. I opened it up this morning. I'm like, oh,
you got to go Robinhood, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Robinhood. But does Robinhood support after hours on options trades as well?
I don't know.
Is it just equities? I know they do support after hours.
I'm a Robinhood stockholder, but I'm too old to run their platform because it's made for investors that have a different frame of reference. I'm kind of like more old school, traditional brokerage kind of, trading. So I've tried to do it, but it's just a whole different way of using it.
Yeah. Also shout out to the After Hours app. Kevin from After Hours, check it out if you're here. It's a pretty cool app. Sorry, go ahead. Someone was saying something.
All right. I keep clicking refresh on the NVIDIA investor website.
Same.
I think we're taking it down. The thing is stuck in loading. Like there's this part of the website which is like news and press releases. It's stuck on loading because I think we're all just hitting it.
They're going to have a new press release. Sorry, our website went down with a bunch of investors who are clicking refresh at the same time.
Yeah.
Did you know that they are doing watch parties, like physical in-person in bars with, the bar screens showing instead of sports, like NVDA earnings today in New York.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like NVIDIA watch parties going on.
Yeah.
This is not for the faint of heart.
Well, it's kind of crazy the impact that one stock can have. Our boy Hot Trades had it up on his stream earlier talking about one stock is going to affect the whole market or affect everything, I think is what he had there. But it is kind of crazy that one stock has everyone this much in a tizzy.
Yeah, it's the coolest invention of our time, really. In the last 3-4 years, I feel like, VR was a bust, and AI is living up to part of the hype.
Yeah, I don't know if NVIDIA is going to move a whole lot tonight. But over the next 2 weeks, I think we're going to see what investors really think. I think once the data's out, everybody updates their models, their valuations, because the big money is going to move this stock. It's like, I know the retail investors, I love this stock. It's fun to watch it. But if a couple big players start cashing in their chips, it might lead other big players to cash in chips. And that might, or if on the flip side, if some big investors say, wow, I really like what I saw, I'm going to take a new position on NVIDIA, that'll make this stock go up.
I mean, you read every single headline on NVIDIA, and it's the front runner of AI. It's like that's got to lead to more contracts like the one with Meta that happened this year as well. I mean, if they can back it up, but I think they've been doing a decent job doing that. Hard to lie about those articles.
NVIDIA is making us all wait with these results, man. I think the earnings call is in like 5-10 minutes, right? Most companies usually drop the press release by now. Like we've done enough of these now for the last couple of months.
I think they release it to the big networks and then to their website. So I'm clicking on the big networks.
Yeah, let me check on some of the advanced tools to see if it's dropped.
Salesforce released their earnings. Salesforce is out.
NVIDIA knows what they're doing. How many opportunities do you have to captivate an entire country or really the entire world based on news you're about to report?
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. And to your point, Luke, this is one of those stocks that it's not just about the stock. It's such a huge market cap for the whole market, the index, but it's also the narrative, the AI narrative that so many other companies are also riding on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft, Google, Facebook, like Meta, like so many companies have AI. It's part of their growth narrative. It's
looking here. Ted from MZ Group is here. Hey Ted, whenever you're ready, just join up.
Hey, welcome, Ted.
Hey, thanks, appreciate it. Stonks, let's stonk. I like it.
Yeah, you first time here. Welcome.
Yeah,
to
sorry I missed it from the beginning. What did I miss? Anything good?
Yeah, the world is ending. We're stuck between we're all going to be millionaires or deca-millionaires, or the world is ending. We don't know which.
Oh, there we go. All right, I like to see it. I like to see it in the after hours.
Either or.
Come on, dude.
Salesforce.
I hate this. I'm just gambling. Like
Salesforce is up 4.36% in after hours. I guess their earnings were well received.
Oh, we're almost up a whole 1% in the after hours on NVIDIA. Sorry, still on NVIDIA.
I'm just having this is Dad, you also missed everyone's sort of so watching NVIDIA so closely. Our support animals came out earlier. You missed that. So Topic had his cat. Victor had his Wall Street bull.
Oh, NVIDIA is moving. Did they just drop?
Please keep going.
They raised. Looks like Salesforce raised their earnings guidance. Is what the after hours all about.
I really want to live stream in Nashville on Friday, boys. I tell you what.
That's a fun place.
Yeah, I'm
good friends with Andy Ross.
I got a buddy who's a famous country music singer out there, so we'll be staying out there at his place.
What's his name?
Dylan Schneider. You know him?
No, but he's probably really good friends with a good friend of mine who I invest in pretty heavily. I got a couple million with them right now. Andy Ross. You know him?
No, I don't. Oh, and then NVIDIA goes back down. Oh, and then it goes back up. What the hell?
Look at he
dropped to 123.
He owns American Rebel, AREB. It's NASDAQ traded.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm throwing up. Yep, I'm throwing up.
Ali, you want to pull up American Rebel? Let's check out American Rebel.
AREB. Yeah, they had like a 320 million share day like about 2 months ago, and it flipped the float around like a million times. All the frequency traders got on it.
Oh, earnings are out for NVIDIA, guys.
Ooh. Here we go.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to never trade in this stock again.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the earnings for NVIDIA. Here we go, guys. So, record quarterly revenue of $30 billion, up 15% from Q1 and 122% from a year ago.
Holy moly, 122.
Yeah, year on year, 122%.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Who won the prize pool?
Oh my God, this is well, we're gonna find out, Ted. So we're still waiting for another 9 minutes or so to see the price at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, and then whoever's closest to the price wins.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we do that just to give enough time for companies to drop earnings. So typically they'll drop in the 30 minutes after market close, right? Which NVIDIA just did. So this looks like a good quarter. What are you guys seeing here?
Yeah.
I'm impressed with that top line revenue, 30 billion in a quarter. Impressive. Huge.
Yeah, revenue is the outlooks. The outlook is going from 30 to 32 billion.
In Q3?
Yeah, in Q3. So revenue is slowing down quite a bit, which they're probably underestimating, just to beat. Yeah, these are solid earnings.
They also announced a $50 billion buyback. This is new.
Yeah, but is that a buyback from management or treasury?
Not sure. Let's see if we can find it here.
Management would be much stronger.
I'm sick.
A buyback is generally going to push the price up, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it could potentially. You would think so. It's a good corporate action item. It'll also help increase the earnings per share.
Ted, do you want to introduce yourself really quickly? It's your first time on stream.
Yeah, sure. Ted Haberfield. I've been in the markets for over 28 years or so. Was a broker at kind of the big wirehouse firms for 12, and then I've been since 2007. I ran a full-service investor relations firm called MZ Group, which is the world's largest independent IR firm. And now I do that still, but I actively invest through my family office called Kingdom Building Investments, and just kind of a deal guy and love the markets. I live in Encinitas in San Diego, and love to surf. Got 4 kids. One just graduated. One's still in college playing volleyball up at Cal Poly, and one in high school, one in middle school. So pretty simple guy, Southern California guy.
Amazing. Welcome, Ted. Any favorite stocks? Are you in on NVIDIA?
I'm not. I don't usually trade any large caps at all because I've always been surrounded by micro and small caps my whole pretty much life in the markets. And for large caps, I just have indexes. It's pretty hard to squeeze alpha out of owning large caps and trading them, but I guess I get a little bit more sicker with the micro and small caps on the roller coaster rides.
Well, I tell you guys one thing. I'm pissed.
Did you? How did you trade NVIDIA?
Why is it down?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're down 7%, guys. Holy shit! This is tanking.
At the money calls.
Sequentially, they grew their business by $4 billion. They were already at 26. Last year, their first quarter, they were at 7. It's like, holy smokes! What did the market want?
Was it running up before today's announcement?
I think over the last few weeks, the answer is yes. Over the last couple of days, I think there was a lot of nervousness. So collectively, yeah, it's probably up 15% over the last 2-3 weeks, and then last 2 days is maybe down 2%.
Dude, you might have these algo traders on the aftermarket just buying and selling it to themselves.
It is down 7.5.
It's going back up. So.
Is it because they announced less earnings in their predictions for next quarter?
Well,
or projections, I mean?
My expectations, like a bunch of analysts are like cranking through their models and putting in like reassessing and establishing what they think is going to happen from a free cash flow forecast, earnings per share forecast. and then saying, okay, I think now NVIDIA is going to be worth this much. And I think some of them are like, okay, let's get out of the position because we thought their forward forecast was too optimistic and we're bringing it down a rung. But now it's coming back. It's coming back. It's up to 120, 80.
They're algo traders, man. I'm telling you.
Algorithm traders?
Yeah, these are high frequency traders are mostly that's aftermarket stuff. Yeah, look at that. They're just swapping these machines are trading amongst themselves right now, just making pennies that you multiply times millions, and they make money.
But now it's
this is going to be wild, guys. We have 3 minutes to go for stonks. We went from like not moving down to -8, -1.
Now it's coming back up. It's
If this goes green, what do you want me to do? Like, on this side, what do you want me to do?
I want to see you in Tennessee.
All right. Oh,
So,
man.
if we end up down, are you guys predicting a down market tomorrow? If we end up, are you predicting an up market tomorrow?
It's tough to. What was that stock we covered last week? Workday. Workday was like down when they announced, and then the next day it was up like 14-15%. You remember that?
Yeah. And Victor, that happened a few times. Box yesterday was like, I think down a little bit or like up a little bit. I don't remember, but today it's up 10%. And so there's a disconnect between how after hours is reacting to earnings versus when the main equity market's open during regular trading hours. We've seen a disconnect a few times now.
Hey, Ali, can I make a quick announcement? Since everyone is here, so we've just added a new banner. So if you just came on stonks.com today, which is called Sponsor the Price Pool. And so we just added it yesterday. And we've had 10 people reach out already in the last few hours. And so if you're watching this stream and you run a company, especially in finance, and you want to sponsor the price pool, 100% of what you sponsor will go towards the price pool. Stonks will keep nothing of it. You can sponsor the price pool, and it could be $1,000, it could be $10,000 or $100,000, and 100% of it will go to the people in the game. So just if you're new here and you run a company that you feel like this audience, we have thousands of people watching right now, would be helpful. Just come, just click that banner and submit the form, or you can email me, murthy@stonks.com. That's MURTI @stonks.com, and we'll get you featured, and we'll get everyone, earning more money.
Yeah, all the money you spend with us, all the money we make from customers, sponsors, is going back into these prize pools. And on that note, we had our first customer come in today, so that's a milestone moment, right? So some of you folks have been asking, hey, how are you going to pay for all this? Well, finance companies in finance, public companies that operate in the financial markets are going to work with us, and they're going to be customers and give us some revenue, and we're going to put that back into price pools for you guys. So
we're doing what Mr. Beast does. Mr. Beast goes to advertisers and say, whatever you pay me, 100% of it goes towards the price pool in the video. So we're kind of pulling a Mr. Beast here and saying, whatever you pay us, we're going to put it in the price pool. So, it's happening.
I've got a chance to be in the money because we're at 4:30 Eastern, and my price prediction is somewhere in the neighborhood of where it closed. But I did foresee price predictions.
It's 1:30. Did we pick the final price? It's still swinging. It's swinging wildly. So yeah. We should, William, Oliver, whoever's looking at this, Eddie, you guys need to pick a price before, or you should have already picked a price by now.
They would have. And just guys, it's because we have 25,000 predictions today, which we didn't expect, to be honest. I thought there was going to be 5,000 or 10,000. The query that does all the rankings is going to take about 5 minutes. So hang in there. It's going to take 5 minutes.
You need a GPU supercluster for stonks.
Yeah, more NVIDIA. I did say I was going to go do push-ups. I'm going to go do some push-ups now because this thing is insane. The swings were wild. It's like minus 10%, -5, back to 0, back to -5. Like this is, I don't even have a trade and I'm freaking out. This is wild swings here.
Back to the old drawing board.
Well,
really wanted that vacation.
Hey Ted, nice to see you. Let me. Are you driving?
No, I just got done surfing, so I'm in my car now.
Oh, nice. Where'd you surf? What break did you go to?
I just surfed Cardiff. It's a little flat. You can see it. The world, the stock world. You know.
Dude, we should go surf. I'll DM you and I'll come out to Encinitas and we'll go surf. That's why I moved to Southern California, was just to surf.
Anytime, my man. Anytime. I've got plenty of boards for you if you don't have enough boards to choose from. I got about 25 in my garage. You can just take a pick.
Perfect. Love it. Love it.
Oh, NVIDIA stock's now diving a little bit.
Where's it at?
Yeah.
Where do you got it at right now?
It's minus 4.5.
Yeah. I have Google Finance is saying down 5.1%.
Hey, did we find out if management's buying or is it just Treasury on the buyback? And is that a new announcement?
Yeah, I think it's Treasury. And it's but I didn't see it in the press release, but Ali saw it, so we're gonna have to double confirm that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they actually announced it within the earnings release.
Can you explain the difference between buying from Treasury and management buyback?
Yeah, so if you're the CEO or a CFO or C-suite, anybody in management or board of director or something like that, you have you have the ability to go in and purchase shares. It's your own personal assets that you're buying. So if you're an investor, right, it's like, well, it's nice that Treasury's buying it, and they'll take it out of their cash reserves, and it helps your EPS. It shows confidence that they're better off, buying the stock cheap here versus investing in something else, right? So it is a good sign, good corporate action sign. But when management buys it and sticks their own neck out and tells everyone that we think it's the cheapest, that's the strongest. That's the biggest boost of confidence you can get on a buyback program.
Yeah, based on that description, I'm gonna guess that it was from Treasury because their CEO has been selling shares. He sold a little over 100 million in shares over the last 2 months.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's interesting. So he sells and then takes the cash that he raised from shareholders or from cash flows, and buys back the stock from there to try to boost the stock. That's probably not the best move. Did you see all the filed Form 4s or something?
Well, it's just been reported that he's selling. Now, I don't really get nervous around it, because the CEO is sitting on, what's his net worth now? Got to be tens of billions, and you got to diversify at some point. You can't be in all one stock. He's got to put some money into maybe some treasuries or something. He needs some walking around money, and he's got to cash out some of his shares at some point.
Well, what's interesting, if you go back and look at the forms and the date stamps on that, there's a quiet period heading into earnings. He had to have stopped at a certain point. I think the quiet period is, I think it's 30 days, maybe. I know it's probably 30 days, right? So he couldn't have been selling the last 30 days.
I'm in the money. I won $9.68. I'm going to upgrade my Taco Bell order tonight.
I was not guessing something so close to its original price. Look at that.
All right. But I do think NVIDIA will do better in the markets tomorrow than in after hours once regular markets open. Like if they're doing the buyback now to their funds, like that's probably going to beat regular market hours, right? That purchasing power not in aftermarket. And we've seen this several times, in the last couple of weeks with several stocks where like the stocks have done much better, more green during market hours. So I do think
one
more green than whatever.
game changer I would put out there is, I don't know that it's going to move the market, but the GDP report is out tomorrow. And if the GDP report comes out and it's very bad news, like, hey, we're heading into a recession, that may kind of freak people out. That could change the market tomorrow.
Yeah, with like all of this unpredictability, I see excessive speculation. Yeah. Could be wrong though. Could be wrong.
But I think that you have a good point that NVIDIA could rally tomorrow, because we've seen Workday and other stocks. Like, I don't know why investors sell off while they're processing the information they're releasing. And then the next day it rallies hard. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happened tomorrow.
Fingers crossed, my friend.
I'll be in the Stonks office tomorrow, so I can talk to Murdy about it.
Yeah, we'll do the stream in person tomorrow.
I'm shorting NVIDIA, so I might need. I'm going to bring
support
my
animal
tomorrow.
All right, I'll have the support animals ready.
Okay.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
I didn't do anything, man. He didn't
Okay,
make
you
that
guys-
stock go up. Should give him away.
You guys seen this?
What are we looking at? Nancy sold, or what's going on?
Nancy Pelosi stock tracker. So it makes you feel any better. She is still holding on to 20,000 shares and 50 calls worth an estimated $4 million.
Gee.
So obviously big beats here. New $50 billion buyback program.
So her husband is like a big hedge fund manager, right? He's like the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So we locked in at 118.66, right?
I believe so. That's what Eddie, the devs, are saying. We locked in at 1.8. Where did it go? Where's the number? 118.66, I think so. For stocks, yeah. Cool. And then these guys,
how much did they win?
I think we don't have NVIDIA GPUs, so we're still working on the thing is still working. Yeah. The algo is still running, as far as I can tell.
Amazing. Cool.
Yeah, this is what happens when you cheap out, get AMD. This is what happens.
FYI, this is a lot of fun. I could see, like, if it's gonna get this intense and interesting and cool, I could see this being 200,000, guesses. I could see this being huge at some point, like a year from now. Like,
can you imagine if like 1 million people were making predictions and like we had like $1 million prize pool?
Hang on. Are you seeing what's going on in the after hours?
What's going on?
It's only down like 1.5% in the after hours.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep going. Come on, let's make it green.
Topic. Here's my prediction. I think tomorrow is NVIDIA's gonna open green, big green.
Big green. Well, we're gonna need to see it at least. I'd like to see it above 127, at least. Oh well, I mean, we might. I don't know. It's only down 1.1% right now. What is going on here? Why do they like to play with my heartstrings like this? I don't get it.
Okay. The
Watch,
game
I'm
is
gonna
almost done.
Just wait.
Yeah, we're just waiting for our query to run through all 25,000 people and rank it. So it's almost done. I think we're at 80% done. So just a few more minutes. But people have been getting emails. If you won, you've been starting to get emails. So if you check your emails, you'll know if you won or not. But it's still going through it.
Yep.
Hey, I won.
All right.
What?
Well, not the big one. Sorry, let's not. It's my first win. I'm pretty excited.
Hey,
definitely not near the top.
1966. I fear I was about $1 off.
This is the thrill of gambling without putting your money at risk.
Yeah.
What's amazing is like several people will nail the price. It's like, how did they do it? Amazing.
Yeah, I think yesterday we had like 12 people, right? 13 people at the same price.
12 had the exact same price prediction.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's, we're almost there, guys. We're working through it. We're going to optimize this query because clearly this is not a problem we've had to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, we went from like 2,000 to 25,000 predictions in a day.
Quite the
So, systems are working. They're just taking a little bit of time. Yeah, I did some extra push-ups for you, Topic.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
you did.
I did 5 extra. I don't think anyone was counting, but I know what I did. that was for you. So the little squiggly line goes up.
Thank you. Do you think you could do like 10 more? It's starting to go back down. Oh, come on. You know what? If I make my money back off of this, I'm all right. I took a risk. You know, I've come to realize as to why I don't like it and how gray hairs prematurely are formed. Yeah, you know, today was an absolute lesson, to say the least. I went over my position size, and yeah, when it was down, like 6.5%, and I was like, well,
okay, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. There's more good news for NVIDIA stockholders. They approved the 1 penny per share dividend.
Okay, that's like 0.0001%.
I think I won more on the stonks contest today than
the NVIDIA dividends.
Okay, here we go, guys. Let me share my screen. We have winners.
We have winners. Holy moly, somebody who's...
Here we go.
Winners. Here we go.
Mary
D. Costa.
Congratulations.
Oh, we had a tie, guys. We had a tie. Oh my God. We had a tie.
Wow.
There are only 2 people with the same price today with 25,000 entries. Only 2 people.
Wow. Congratulations.
Wow. Mary, and who's the other one?
Yash Kiran 0210.
That's some good money.
Yeah.
That is
congratulations.
And then we have some other like, look at this. So the first place was only 2 people, but the second deviation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people had the same, including Hot Trades, which I believe we are hosting after the stream. We're going to rate his channel.
Congratulations. Nice 150 right there.
Yeah, Hot Trades with the 150. Damn, man, good job. That is so hard to do.
Need to give that man a follow.
Holy moly. I mean, this list goes on and on. This is going to scroll till kingdom come.
Congratulations, winners. Congratulations. I'm bringing out the bell. $10,000. Congrats if you won.
$10,000. Amazing.
Well, we got till Friday, boys.
Amazing. All right, so we're gonna end the stream and we're going to host Hot Trades, I believe, right?
Are we rating?
Yeah, we are rating, and thank
We
you
are rating.
everyone for joining. Victor, Luke, Topic, Ted. We're gonna rate hot trades, and all the new folks, welcome to Stonks. Come back tomorrow. We do this every single day. We're gonna go back to our regular price pool tomorrow, and next time there's a special day. One of the big companies reports earnings. We will increase the price pool again. Congrats once again.
We're giving out more money.
No,
Hey,
we
thanks for
haven't
having me
announced
on.
it yet, but yeah. Thank you, Ted.
You
Yeah, thanks
bet.
for having
Thank
me.
you
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
All right.
You guys have a good one. Till
God
next
bless
time.
everyone.
So
Thanks everyone. We're gonna rate hot trades. Make sure you go give him a follow. And there's a giveaway. There's a $200 giveaway happening in this channel. So hit that giveaway, get some tickets, and join. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.